Chasers Podcast. Coming to you live and direct with your host and your moderator, Kevin L. Warren. This is a real sports podcast for real fans.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's happening, everybody? It's another episode of the Sports Chasers Podcast. It's the fourth and short segment, NFL season. Your background. Oh, there you go.
Y'all don't see? Okay, cool.
Yeah, we got you. We got you.
Sorry. Yeah, I was about to say, man, having all types of complications. I'm like, yo, come on, man. You got my greenhouse in the back, man. Come on. Come on, man. Yo, it's good to be back. What's up, man?
Yo, welcome back. He is back in the house.
Welcome back.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Seems like it. Ooh, Mr. Cotton. Yeah. Mr. Cotton. Yeah.
V-Lock is in the comments already. He said, what the hell? What are y'all doing on? The Panthers are on. I said, V-Lock Life. That's why we're on right now. So
Man.
Nobody's watching that shit.
That's the JV game. The fuck, who cares? Then the first game. The first game on the night when there's two games. They're number one. That's JV.
That's like the opening act for the real concert.
I just don't want my man Chase getting killed. I mean, look, he light in the ass anyway. Well, you're 5'10", 160 pounds.
Right.
I feel bad for my man because they got no O-line out there. So that's your fourth and short for the Panthers. Quarterback killed, no O-line. There it is. That's it. It's over.
Fourth and short for the Panthers.
Yeah, it's fourth and short for them all night long.
Man, we had a lot of riveting games on yesterday in week 2. Shout out to everybody, and V-Lock says Cleveland has a bye week.
Ooh, wow.
So does the Saints.
Ooh.
Shout out! I didn't even get this out. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and click onto our YouTube channel. And if you're on the podcast sound and you're listening to the sound of my voice, make sure you give us that 5-star review on Spotify and on Apple and anywhere you get our podcast, man. But like I said, we got a lot to get into. We're going to do this in 30 minutes and under. We had a lot of good games. Hey, let's jump right into yesterday's game. So we had the Ravens against the Cincinnati Bengals. Oh boy. I mean, Baltimore Ravens against the Cincinnati Bengals. Well, go ahead, D. You said you told us. What did you tell us? Start it off, bro.
They give Burrows too much too early. He is not a savior. He can play football. But dog, it's not that. It's not that. They're gonna give him the bag and everything else. That calf injury is probably gonna linger the rest of this season. So whatever you're expecting from that man, don't expect it. Period. End of story. Because nobody else gave nothing yesterday. Like Mixon, nothing. So I guess everybody had a calf injury yesterday. So lingering calf injury. So that's he's the leader of the team. It's not his fault. But what I'm saying is that he's very young. He's a young guy. He got to the Super Bowl. Everybody thought he was Jesus because he kept beating Josh Allen bum ass. It's not that. He's not Aaron Rodgers. That's all. That's all I got to say. I'm going. And I like him, so don't think I don't like him. There you go.
Wow. D-Dog, we can't hear you.
Casper, what are you doing there, bro?
Yeah, man.
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you good. Yo, that's a dope Houston Astros hat, bro. That's
they're gonna win.
D-Dog is like our apparel guy over here, man.
Yeah, look at him.
Yeah, look at that guy. That's kind of dope, right?
We got the whole damn National League here, except for Kevin.
Does that come with the garbage can?
Well, this is a football show.
Everybody got some baseball shit on, but Kevin.
I'm baking the trash can.
My Arizona hat is in the trash until next season, so you got to pardon me.
So you put another one on. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, man. Cincinnati, man. I don't know. 0-2. But this is the second year in a row.
Yep, they started 0-2. Yes.
0-2. I don't know. I'm going to reserve. I'm going to reserve, even though I was talking trash about Mr. Burrows, but I mean, his game, he had a decent game. It wasn't nothing like I could really, other than the interception. I think he had one interception, but other than that, but again, these are two division win losses that he's taken back to back. So, that's not really, that's not
That's
too
huge.
good. That's and you got two divisional guys playing tonight, with Cleveland and Pittsburgh. So, this could be a big setback for them, man. But there's still a lot of time. I mean, but you don't want to lose in your division, man. But I suspect, like we said this earlier in the year, that these guys will beat up on each other, and just probably
Right.
one of the best divisions in the conference. So, Joe got the money, he got the bag, and as we said, you better get your shit together. So,
Joe Burrows was 27 and 41, 222 yards. He had 2 TDs. He threw the ball to the other team one time.
41 attempts.
Yeah, well, that just shows you that Mixon, either he's not getting the ball, or he's hurt, or something.
He only had 13 carries.
Yep, Mixon 13 or 59, and that's it.
And that's the coach's fault. You got to either commit to this run game, or
Oh, but we're a passing league.
Well, Kev, stop. All right, Go ahead, E. I'm not going to address that.
The angry one is back with us, man. He's back with us. E, your thoughts on this game? What's happening, bro?
Standing tall at the ATM. That's what it looked like to me. Burrow, where you at? Mr. Joe Cool? Where was you at, man? You look like, listen, Baltimore does not have the best defense. They're not world beaters, anything like that, but they made this juggernaut of a Cincinnati offense. That's all I heard all last year, how good Cincinnati's offense was, and they were. However, this is a new year, and I haven't seen shit from them this year. Where is Jamar Chase? I guess I'm gonna have to start singing. Where is Chase? Where you at, bro? Like, what's going on? T. Higgins showed up, 8 catches, 89 yards, 12 targets, 2 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Boyd had 6 catches, 52 yards. Chase had 8 targets, 5 catches, 31 yards. That's pedestrian. Joe Burrow, 22 yards passing. That is pedestrian in considering what they have done in these past 2 years. So, Baltimore did what they were supposed to do. I didn't pick them because I thought Cincinnati would get their act together, but it is what it is. And it's not like Baltimore blew the doors off them or anything like that. 100%. It was pedestrian too.
Yeah, they didn't.
You got Gus Edwards ran 10 times. You get Jackson ran 12 times. Hill ran 11 times. They had balance. That was the only difference. So,
yeah.
I don't know, man. Cincinnati, I wouldn't hit the panic button. I wouldn't hit the panic button yet, but my finger is hovering over it if I'm a Cincinnati fan.
Gotcha. Dan, thoughts on this rival in your division?
Look, it's one of those things where these teams are going to beat each other up. And the more games that Cincinnati loses to division rivals, is this going to put them, like, they're really going to have to go on a roll to win the division. They already lost the coach. They lost the ball.
Dan, we lost you in your sound. Your sound real muffled. I don't know what happened, what you did.
Still here?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sorry. Mm-hmm. But the mic dropped. But it's one of those things where, like, Burrow's not healthy. They're not playing well. They're not running the ball. And this is a division that you have to win the rivalry games. You have to win against the division opponents, because you might win out against all the other teams, but if you lose every game in the division, that's the tiebreaker. You might not make it because of that. And Cincinnati just seems like they're still in preseason. They just can't get it going. And Baltimore, they're not a whole lot better. But it's going to come down to which teams can win these games. Like, we might suck ass against the 49ers and everybody else, but if we can win the games within the division, it gives us a shot. So we'll see.
Here comes the division man right now.
Yeah, here comes Mr.
I was about to say, he came right on cue.
Right on cue. Be more careful.
Yeah.
He said, be more careful.
Be more
Mike
careful.
Mills.
Literally.
You got
Literally.
some bird poop on that.
Mike Mills, your thoughts on your team's win over Joe Burrows and the Cincinnati Bengals?
Well, I was pleasantly surprised because I did say live on air that we was going to lose that game.
You did.
So, I mean, who would have thought Joe Burrow was going to play terrible 2 weeks in a row? I mean, he started to find his rhythm, especially with our beat up secondary back there. So he kind of found his rhythm towards the end of the game, but we had enough to hold on. You know, our offense made some plays. But I don't know what's going on in Cincinnati, but I hope we keep going on, boy.
Amen.
There you go.
I mean, y'all got y'all own problems. Y'all need to worry about y'all.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Wow. Let me move on to the next game. A very entertaining game in Detroit. The Seattle Seahawks defeated the Detroit Lions 37-31.
Gino. Oh, sorry.
Well, go ahead, D, since you
No.
went up. What's your thoughts on this game right here, man? Very good game, man.
It was a good game, man. Back and forth. I think those teams, like, it's funny, like they're both at the same level.
Yes.
You know, of ascending teams. Now, I know Mike doesn't like his man Golf. That's his main man. They used to hang out together back on 143rd Street.
Like him.
On 143rd Street from 8th Avenue up in New York. So, but when Golf got the bag, he left Mike alone. So Mike don't really, hang out with him no more. But I do think Seattle has a good team. The crazy thing is that Detroit hits, man. They hit Metcalf one time. I thought they killed him.
Yeah.
I was like, but they hit. They made Seattle play the game they're supposed to play. They ran the ball well, timely passes. Gino's not a world beater, but he seems to be really poised in the pocket. He doesn't seem to ever panic, and it's not the old Gino throwing the ball to the other team. So that's a big win for them within the NFC. So that's all I got on the game.
No interceptions for Geno Smith. He was 32 of 41, 328.
Still too many attempts. Just
absolutely.
Like they had the dude that they got playing running back he was the number one running back that came out, I think, 2 years ago.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, he's a bad boy.
17 attempts for 43 yards.
Not enough.
Smith ran the ball 3 times for 20. And their fullback, I believe, Zach Carbonneau, he was 4 of 16. So, like you said, they did not. They don't need to throw enough. They don't need to throw that much. Give the rock to the running back. And
Jared Stafford did, like his namesake, he did some Jared Stafford behavior. He made it look like he was coming back and blew it.
Yeah, that critical interception. And they threw Jared Goff. His name is not Jared Stafford for those that are listening. Jared Goff was 28 of 35, 323 yards, 3 TDs, 1 critical interception. Montgomery was 16 of 67 carrying the ball. So that was that. E, what's your thoughts on this game right here before we move along?
Yo, man, it was a very well played game up until the end, man. It was a lot of offense. I don't think anybody was expecting this much offense to go on with these two teams, but both quarterbacks look very much in command of the offense. Even though, yes, they both Goff had 35 attempts, Gino had 41, but there wasn't like panic, like there wasn't nothing broken or anything like that. They looked very poised, stepping up in the pocket. They moved out of the way when they had to. Goff with he turned back into his former self as Mike said. But it was a well played game on both sides, man. I think the difference though going forward, at least Detroit was able to run the ball a little bit. They had 27 carries for 102 yards as a team. Seattle might need to clean that up, especially when they go into division play. But Seattle, it was a good game.
Good game. Both teams are now currently 1-1, and I don't have my schedule in front of me, but look for both teams. I think Seattle makes the playoffs, and I think Detroit will finally bust that playoff bubble this year. I said it. I said it on air. Dan, why are you laughing at me? Go ahead. What's your thoughts on this real quick?
Nah, I think Detroit has a legit shot to actually win that division.
They ain't got no choice. Nobody else wants it.
Yeah, I mean, for the first time in years, they have a chance.
Yeah. So it's the first time probably since Dan Majkowski played for Green Bay. And people's like, who?
Orlowski.
Yeah. So I'm going to move on to the next game, and Dorian will be interested in it. The DA will be interested. The San Francisco 49ers, they are 2-0. They went to SoFi Stadium in LA, Inglewood. You're up to no good. To face the Rams, they defeated the Rams 30-23. Brock Purdy. Let me see. Brock Purdy was 17-25. He's doing the Shanahan model of, hey, not too much. 206 yards of passing. He had no TDs, had no interceptions. But McCaffrey, monster, not a monster game, but a good game. 20 carries. He had 116 yards, 1 TD. Deebo Samuels, 5 carries for 38 yards, 1 TD. And Brock Purdy, he ran one in the end zone, and he was 3 of 5 yards. D.A., your thoughts on your team? And hey, man, you could have went to this game because there was a lot of Niner fans.
Yeah. We run things on the west side, baby.
Oh my God, there was so many Niner fans.
we run shit on the west side, baby. That's what we do. So we go into your stadium with the red on, So that's how we do. But listen, see, 25 attempts, man. Run the ball, play defense. You win the games, you leave. And the other thing is that Brock Purdy is never going to ask for $1 million contract because he only throws the ball 25 times. That's it. We got a quarterback for good. Like, dog, listen, we'll pay you for what you do. Because we don't really need you to be here to do that. Like, we can get someone else to throw the ball 25 times to hand the ball to Christian McCaffrey. But I'm glad we got Purdy. I am, because he's good for the role. He doesn't throw the ball to the other team, and he's very humble in what he does. He's not trying to do too much. And my thought is real quick, and I'm gonna go on this note. That's why I think got Trey thrown out of there this summer. He probably tried to do a little too much and make it too many, try to make a few too many hero plays, and we're like, whoa, those are Garoppolo tendencies. We don't need that here.
Well, good. He's with the perfect team. He's with the Cowboys. Yeah.
Those Jimmy G tendencies. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on the Niners and Rams?
Oh, yeah. I was just I think I spoke a little bit about this game yesterday, and I think I was more impressed with Christian McCaffrey, man. I think the guy doesn't get enough credit for what he does, man. He's a stud. He's definitely a stud. He does his job, and like what DA said, run the ball, a couple passes and go home. And that's what the 49ers do. And their defense is stout again. I think it's a blessing in disguise they got Purdy. Purdy doesn't require much, like DA says. And I think the Niners is tough, man. Like I said, I think I believe I picked them to come out the NFC. That I think they're that tough. But maybe the Cowboys have something to say about it, but we'll see.
Yeah. Matthew Stafford for the Rams was 34-55, 307 yards, 1 TD, 2 interceptions. He hadn't thrown an interception in a long time. From what the statistics say.
He didn't play the end of last season, though, right?
Exactly.
That's why.
Well, no, I'm saying if he had attempts, yeah.
Well, I mean,
come on, man. I'm just noting that he didn't. Yes, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't play the last part of the season. Boy, y'all some boy hating. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
No, he who he is. He's him. That's what he do. He don't do that. He don't give you signs of brilliance and then go back to being a dumpster diver and lose. Is that not what he do? He do the same thing. Him, Matthew Goff, Jared Stafford, they're the same person. One's just a little bit older, a little more mature. So that's why Stafford had more games like that. But they was who we thought they were. That's all. Nobody different. Nobody more. Nobody less. Shout out to the Niners. I know you said Purdy not gonna win a lot of money, but listen, you know how they're giving out money right now.
Oh, they're gonna get his money.
Yeah, he's gonna get some money. So
he's gonna get paid.
So, so D, let me ask you this real quick. Is that the reason why you had a problem with Garofalo? He wanted the money, and he really wasn't supposed to be pulling that trigger.
Oh yeah, well, I said that. I everything is relative to worth in this world. It's it's what you want based upon what you do. Yeah, he deserved X amount of dollars because he's a veteran quarterback in this league. But did he deserve top 5 or 10 money when you throw the ball to the other team consistently?
He didn't play like that.
No, no, you don't. You don't. And we're not going to overpay you. And it's about precedent. We're not going to overpay dudes. That's all. Not going to do it.
I can respect that.
We got that. Dan, go ahead.
No, I want to give a shout out to the Rams because, this game was close going into the fourth quarter. San Fran was only up, 3? And I don't know who this guy is, but is it Puka Nakaru?
He killed us.
Oh,
He
yeah.
killed us.
Everybody.
Yeah.
15 for 147? Cooper who?
Well, but when you get that many targets, man, you're gonna,
I mean, he had
that's a lot of boys out there with them many targets and ain't catching them balls.
Yeah, he
got
damn near everything.
He's good.
And this is the second game in a row that he's done this. So,
yeah.
After seeing what San Fran did in week 1, and I didn't really have a whole lot of faith in the Rams for them to keep this game close as they did for as long as they did. Rams might be actually pretty good, maybe.
Yeah, they're okay. Like what was I called? Kev. I was like,
yeah.
I told somebody I'm not going to turn the game until we get up 14, and then they scored a touchdown. I was like, well, I guess I'm not turning the game, so I had to wait. So, but it turned into what it needed to because Matt Stafford's my main man. You know what he's going to do what he do,
and
he is who he is.
It is what it is. You get film on guys. Like Brandon Ayuk went bananas against us. He had 3 catches, 43 yards. I mean,
we run.
Nobody. Samuel had 6 for 63. Jennings had 2 for 51. They didn't have a ton of yards passing.
Kittles ain't catching nothing right now.
Yeah, if it wasn't for McCaffrey, you might lose that game.
Gotta adjust.
That's a fact.
That's us. We just adjust, man. We'll play to the opponent.
Let me get E on this. E, thoughts on this game real quick before we move on to the next one.
I'll just say this. I agree with Dan because when I seen this on the schedule, I just hurried up and picked San Fran because I was like, come on. Even with the Rams being at home, I had no faith. But this is what happens when you have guys step up that nobody has tape on, man. Like y'all said, this dude,
Puka Nakua
went off.
Nakua.
He's a dog.
20 targets.
He's an
20 targets.
Dog.
That's a top 5. That's what Jamal Chase should be getting right now. Hint. But,
okay.
Yo, man, and to do this against the San Fran defense was quite impressive. And if Stafford, if the defense does not get the turnovers that they got, along with McCaffrey running the ball, which is basically the MO for San Fran, the Rams escaped with a win. So shout out to San Fran. They're my pick. They was my pick last year, and every quarterback that they had in the quarterback room got hurt, including the quarterback's coach. But this year it probably won't happen. I have San Fran coming out the NFC period. But for this game, this was this one surprised me. Didn't expect it to be this close. But shout out to the Rams. This is why we play every Sunday.
That's right.
And this is why we watch every Sunday.
No doubt. Let me move on to the next game. The New York Giants went to the desert to finish to face the Arizona Cardinals. Giants were down 20-0 at the half, 28-7 in the third quarter. And halftime, I know they downplayed this a little bit. Like nothing was done at halftime. I'm pretty sure there was a lot of stuff said. The Giants have absolutely sucked like the whole Cowboys game in the first 2 quarters. of this game, and I won't say miraculously. They played well. Daniel Jones was 26 of 37, 321 yards, 2 TDs. He threw a brutal interception. He looked like Daniel Jones of the past. Saquon Barkley was 17 of 63 with a rushing TD. Daniel Jones also had a rushing TD, and he also had 59 yards rushing. So he used his legs, especially in that fourth quarter. He used his legs to pick up a lot of chunks of yardage. Saquon Barkley actually got hurt. He'll be out 2 to 3 weeks, they say, with a high ankle sprain. I'll go to E. Your Cardinals, your thoughts on this game?
First and foremost, I picked the Giants to win this game because the Cardinals do not win at home. They have not won at home since 2021 now. So it is what it is. But anyway,
right.
Getting back to this game. For you, I don't care how bad a team looks or is or whatever. And the Cardinals was destined to be the worst team in the league this year, next to the Houston Texans. However, when you are up 20 points as a professional football team at home, you should win the mother-loving game. And for this game, for you to give up 31 points in one half of football, you need to go ahead. The coach needs, I know he's a new coach. You need to go ahead and put that clipboard down, son. And all of y'all, them new jerseys, you need to go back to the retro jerseys and wear them for the rest of the year.
St. Louis.
But shout out to the Giants.
Neil Lomax.
Obviously, they stopped the run, and Dobbs was not able to hit those receivers he did in the first half. So that Connor was killing them in the first half. They put an end to that, and then they forced Dobbs to be Superman, and he was Clark Kent. And the story.
If I'm not
miraculous,
if I'm not mistaken,
for the Giants.
I'm sorry, E. If I'm not mistaken, Dan Dobbs was with the Steelers, correct? When he was playing behind Rudy.
He got drafted.
Right?
He got drafted there as
Harry
out of Tennessee.
Yep, as a replacement for Ben. Yeah. But I'll say this. And let me pull up the video evidence. Apparently, while this game was going on,
I'm scared. Dance.
Giants, fucking trash.
Oh, I know who that was. Just by the F word.
So
yeah, we already know.
You know who that is.
1 of 6. Let's play the game. Who was it?
I feel like Hollywood Squares right now.
Yeah.
I'm looking at who it was.
The X is in the middle. D-Hub.
We knew who that was.
Yo.
Dan, go ahead. Thank you, Dan. Go ahead, D-Dub.
Yo, let me check this out, man. Any Giant fan was saying the same exact thing as I was looking at this game going into the halftime, and it's 20-0. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's 20-0. So that tweet came out maybe at what time was that?
That wasn't
what time was that?
That was a text.
It's text. Okay, text. Whatever. But they was trash, man. There was that. Yo, I mean, they slept. Well, you slept through Cowboys, and then you come back on Sunday, second week, and do the same exact thing. Nothing. It was absolute. Josh Dobbs looked like he was, he's been balling for years, and he was doing his thing.
He was throwing laser beams in the first half.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was out there sliding.
Yeah, he was.
Playing.
The ball head shining. I said,
excited.
yo, this boy is going crazy.
So he out here lit.
Kool-Aid smile on the sideline.
Say, Dan, what else am I supposed to say? I took me a nap. By this time, I'm like, yo, take a nap. Wake up, it's 27. Then I said, okay, they're cooking.
No, we said in the other group, text group, he was like, I can't even watch this game standing alone. I can't wait. Your exact words is, I can't even stomach it. Let me turn back to the red zone.
Yeah, damn right. I couldn't watch it standing alone. Then they started scoring. I was like, okay, let me turn the red zone off and go back. And then, they turned it on. So, kudos to them for acting like they know they are a professional football team. But, again, I'm happy, but then at the same time, I'm like, yo, this is something's not right. Something's not clicking. And we got a tough schedule, bro. You got the Niners. That's an L next on Thursday. That's a Thursday
They're
night
going
game.
to get our ass kicked.
Okay, that's an L. Stop playing. And then we got Seattle. That's a possible win. All right, but they playing good too, so you can't take these guys lightly. But kudos for them for acting like they know what they're doing and came together and
y'all know y'all played the tape of Deion Sanders at halftime. That's what y'all did. We
believe.
must
No. You talk about my mama. Are you talking about my mama? I think they got Daniel Jones' mother on the stage.
It was knocking lockers over. Yeah, had to be.
Yeah,
you guys
had to be. Do something.
You guys were like,
because that's a turnaround.
You guys
like no other. They scored 30. Kev, they scored. When have we ever seen the Giants?
That was the biggest comeback. They said in almost almost
99 years, dog. 99 years. We never see we in our lifetime. We never seen
99 years and it ain't one.
Yeah. Dan, go ahead. You had something before we move on to the next game.
The first thing is the phone call came down from the booth like, look, we're tanking. What the fuck are you doing? Secondly, like you guys are like 100-meter hurdle.
That phone call was me.
You're like on and off like the bandwagon the entire game.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're shit. Oh, we're good. Oh, we're shit. Oh, we're good. Come on. Yeah. Is it your team or not? Stick with it. Let's go.
Bro. Transfer portal. Okay? I'm just gonna tell you.
Ain't no transfer portal. You gotta die with it.
Sport.
There's
no transfer portal in the NFL. What are you doing?
Transfer portals amongst.
I was watching that game. I'm like, they better not lose. I'm like, there's no reason fathomable for them to go down like that and then have to come
Tell
back.
him, Mike.
That it made no sense. It made
no way.
And then when they started rolling, I'm like, okay, so this is what you were supposed to look like last week.
They're like,
that's exactly right.
Defense is way better, so you might not have been that, but it wouldn't have been this. And then y'all defense woke up after, and I'm like, oh, so okay, maybe this is what
Mike. They got their first their first 3 and out. I think came in the second half. They was able to get a 3 and out.
Woke up, man. It was
the Giants was down 60-0,
sleep
60-0. The first 6 quarters of the season.
60.
You can't live like that. You can't live like that. So Giants fans,
was sleepwalking.
That's on the edge, like D-Dub. Don't jump. You're gonna lose Thursday, and it's okay because it's early. 1 and 2. Give Saquon time to get healthy. You just got to tread water till he get back, and then you good from there. But shout out to the Giants for doing what they're supposed to do and winning. Josh Dobbs is out there looking like a world beater. Even my son Drops, Hollywood Brown, he even caught a touchdown. I couldn't believe it. So
yeah.
So shout out to the Giants, man.
Thank you. Let's move along. Dan, thank you for bringing up old text, boy. You can't even tell Dan nothing, boy. Dan's going to do business history. He's like, yeah. Because Dan, we did say that. I was like, man, I'm done.
Oh, I heard it. This team's shit. They're trash. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, it's week 2. Wake up. These games don't matter until after week 4.
Let's move on, Dan. The LA Chargers, speaking of Daryl's other team, they went east to face the Tennessee Titans. The Chargers are 0-2, and they're in trouble. I think they're in trouble. They lost that game 24-27. That game went into overtime. Here, Justin Herbert, he threw the ball 41 times. I think way too much. 305 yards, 2 TDs. Rushing was non-existent. Kelly was their leader rusher with 39 rushing yards on 13 attempts. I'll give it to D-Dub. D-Dub, your thoughts on your other team, the Chargers, who you root for.
Bro,
what's going on?
I can't pick them ever. This I'm done with them, man. This is my man. What's Tennessee's quarterback?
Tannehill.
Tannehill. I mean, he looked good. He came out there, was balling, played a hell of a game.
Like Josh Dobbs out there.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, what can I say, man? The Chargers are just underachieving, man. With all that talent, again, second game, but they should not be 0-2. This team with this talent should not be 0-2. And if I'm wrong, somebody please.
Who's their offensive coordinator? Because I think that's what I have a problem with. Is the coach calling the plays? Is what's his name calling the plays?
Which coordinator? San Diego?
Yeah,
It's Kellen Moore.
Yeah, who was what at Dallas, right? He was supposed to be the second coming.
Yeah.
What happened?
No, dude, they put up points in Dallas. It's not about Kellen Moore. Where's Austin Eckler? Hurt? He's not playing. Huge difference. Hey, we want to say running backs don't matter at all. Apparently they do. Because this team without Eckler is going to struggle.
And King Henry ran the ball 25 times yesterday.
25 for 80 yards. Matters.
It matters.
Yeah.
It does.
Straight up matters.
You keep
running back lives
field,
matter. Running back lives matter, damn it.
Depending on the team, yes, they do.
RBL.
Exactly,
RBL.
Yeah, shout out to Tennessee. They did their thing. So, hey.
All right. So I've seen this. Since Herbert, the last 3 seasons with the Chargers, right? The offense has scored 1,233 points. The defense has given up 1,256 points, the most ever in a 3-year span. So we know running the ball is problem A, like I've been saying about them. And problem B is the defense is underachieving. They got pieces. They got Baby Bosa. They got Derwin. They got Junior over there at corner. They got pieces, but they're not. Don't they got Khalil Mack too, I think? Don't they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I keep on saying San Diego, LA. They need to go to San Diego. They need to go back.
Retro.
Yeah.
They San Diego. They always gonna be San Diego.
I would just want to.
Go ahead.
I just want to say that the Los Angeles Chargers, for me, will now be called the Los Angeles Clippers because they are the second. They always talk what they're going to do. They got this talent and still cannot get it done. I mean, at least they play their players though. At least they play them. I'll give them that.
Load management.
But let's just say this, man. There is no way in the world that you got 2, 3, 6'3" plus receivers that's catching 8 catches, and you still can't find a way to win the game. That's all on the defense, man. I'm not sold on Herbert, but he's nowhere near a trash quarterback. The defense, you got all these names on defense. Where are they at? Where they at? I'm just saying. Can anybody name me 3 players that plays on Tennessee? Look how well they played. Okay, yeah, I'm done.
Let me move on to the next and our last game before we get on out of here. The Washington Commanders went to Denver to face the Broncos. Washington wound up winning that game 35-33. I think the Commanders might have found their quarterback in Sam Howell. He threw the ball 27-39 for 299 yards, 2 TDs. Brian Robinson Jr., he rushed the ball 18 carries for 87 yards. So as you can see, the Commanders, they had a little bit of the balance of running and throwing the ball. Russell Wilson for the Broncos threw the ball 18 out of 32, 308 yards, 3 TDs. He had 1 interception. Javonte Williams ran the ball for 12 or 14. Me and D talked about this a little bit. Me and DA talked about this a little bit. DA, your thoughts on the Commanders and Broncos?
They got a good team. Commanders do have a good balanced team. They got a good offense, pretty good running back, good defense, D-line. Secondary is a little bit Linebacker, they're okay. They get after the quarterback. Quarterback is pretty good. He has receivers. He has speed. And the offensive line protects him. I don't think Russell played a bad game. I think that was probably his best game. It's only been 2, and this has been the best game in, I think, a year, most likely. There's still some things he has to clean up, but that roster is I think their whole secondary was out yesterday, so in Denver, because they got a really good back end, but I think all of them were out yesterday at some point in time. So they're hurt. But yeah, this is a Washington team is a good team, man. I think they're going to cause trouble for folks over the year. They're not going to be an easy beat for no one. That's where I see the Washington team. And I think they'll be fine the rest of the year. Believe it or not, like they're not going to be an easy win. Like, don't take it out. We got Washington because you'll lose that game. For sure, you'll lose that game. So,
gotcha.
That's all.
E, what's your thought on this Washington and Denver team? Denver game. Excuse me.
I'm glad DA said that the back end was hurt. Because I thought for I don't know how many years they said, oh, Denver is straight. The offense is in place. The defense is in place. All we need is a quarterback. Well, they got a quarterback, and now everything else is falling apart. Like, Washington, they have two really good running backs. They got receivers galore, and now they seem like they have somebody that can manage the offense and make throws when need be. That is a playoff caliber offense. I don't know how far they're going to go once they arrive, but like DA said, they're going to be a tough out. And Denver, I don't know what to say about this, man. You score 33 points and you lose. And
they almost won that.
That last play.
Yeah.
That was okay. I'm gonna just say this.
Go ahead.
All the kids out there, if you playing defensive back, they have said for at least 290 years. I may be off on that math, but go ahead and fact check it. They tell you on a Hail Mary, what do you do, folks? You slap the ball down. Everybody wants to make that 4-letter network, highlight reel segment that they have and catch the ball and get the interception. Yo, man, you almost lost the game because you didn't do the one job that you had to do out there, was slap the ball down. So Washington is lucky to get out of there because it shouldn't have been that close. But moving forward, Washington, if they keep this momentum going, they're going to be a tough out.
Gotcha.
So that NFC East, they're almost back to being what they were a decade ago, man. They beat up on everybody. They beat up on each other, and God bless you if you have to go to their arena because you may not come out of there alive.
Oh my God,
DW laughing. You must be looking at something before.
I'm watching the Steelers just got an interception the first play already for the Browns.
Let's go.
Yo, the Browns got the pretty white uniforms on. I like it. I like the Browns, but first play Watson throws and it's
Smith
knocked
to
out.
the house.
Yeah. It's pick six there?
Oh yeah. Let's go.
Pick six.
Yeah. Can't be worse than that interception Justin Fields threw.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I mean, that game wasn't on the docket, but for us to talk about, man, that
he threw the worst interception I ever seen in my life.
We gotta go. No, Mike is right. Mike hit it on the nose. That was some things when we were kids, right? And they said 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. They got to 7 Mississippi, and everybody's coming and do it again. Mike, he did what? He just threw it up,
and then he did this.
Yeah, it was almost like a finger roll type of, like it was almost like a jump shot type of thing.
Wow.
Yeah, go watch it. It wasn't pretty.
That was cheese.
Yeah, so
like that interception for a touchdown, the tight end muffed it. Fitzpatrick caught it and got hit, and it popped up in the air, and Highsmith ran it in. Yeah. We'll take it though.
Hey, take it, brother. Yeah.
Yo, Massage Power Watson doing his thing.
But it's getting back to Washington, Kev. The quarterback, Howard played well, man. He's played well in the last 2 games. So I mean, can't ask for nothing more, man. So shout outs to Washington for they 2-0. 2-0. Defense is straight. 2-0. Hey, they may not be the best 2-0 team, but they 2-0.
They're 2-0. Nonetheless, man.
And I ain't got nothing for Denver. Denver is just, I think they're gonna have to get what's his face out of here. I think this is it. They're not gonna pay him.
Pay who?
Russell.
Yes. He paid already.
Yeah.
He may be paid, but he ain't gonna stay around. I'll tell you that. He ain't gonna stay around there. He's not gonna allow that to happen.
Oh, the DA told me this morning Sean Payton knew that he was dead.
Sean, yeah, he knew it was there. He thought he was, again, these guys think they can,
It's not. He know who he is.
No, he's trying to. I can fix him. I can fix him.
You wasn't even on the phone with me and DA. DA said the same thing. He said these guys' egos are so huge.
Yes, I can fix him.
I can fix him.
And you know what?
He won't be. I
guarantee you, Russell will not be there if they go any length. No more. It's 0-2 already. If they do any worse,
and their schedule gets harder.
Yeah, I mean, bro.
I mean, the 2 games they lost, they could have won. It wasn't like they got blown out. Russ is looking better than he was last year. They got to get that running game going, and the defense got to shape up. That's really it. Because the Chiefs ain't looking like world beaters. They're very coachable. The Raiders been human because they the Raiders. I don't care where they at. Oakland or Vegas, they still the Raiders. And who else in that division? Chargers.
The Clippers. The Chargers.
See, they got their own issues. So
I'm sorry. Kansas City's still the champions. And as far as I'm concerned, Russell Wilson is not.
They're going to be 0-3 because they face the Dolphins.
Yeah, that's 0-3 right there. You know it.
Yeah.
They could beat them 1-2. Just like the Giants, 1-2.
Yeah, I'm not a believer. I'm sorry.
No, I don't believe.
I don't believe. Nope.
I don't believe. Listen, we're gonna get on out of here, man. This is a great 4th and short. It's 4th and short it's called 4th and short for what it is, man. But hey, make sure you like, click, and subscribe to our channel. Make sure you also give us that 5-star review on Apple and Spotify.
Yeah.
And no pod shots tonight because we want you to get on to watching the Monday Night Football game because Lackey says, I don't know why y'all on, but we're getting ready to get off, Lackey. So enjoy your little game. I think y'all scored 3 points for you Panther fans, man. I think it's still 6-3.
6-3.
Yeah. Steelers are absolutely trash. I agree.
Yeah. I don't even know why they put them on. But
no, we're calling this asshole out.
Yeah.
Look.
He said, "Good night, ladies. Steelers are trash."
Yeah.
Appreciate
what's Carolina doing right now?
Hey, just keep my quarterback alive. Keep him alive. Keep him alive.
Before this goes left, on behalf of myself, hey, we'll see y'all Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you tune in. On behalf of myself, I'm Kevin L. Warren. For the whole crew, for Dan, our hockey dude, the DA, D-Dub, Mike Mills. Check out his new music. Did it drop, Mike? Did it drop yet?
This week.
Okay, it'll drop this week. And hey, the Angry One, he's back with us. He had a little hiatus, but he's back bigger and better than ever. Shout out to him. Shout out to all of your listeners, man. Hey, this is the sports.
He back for that LeBron James steroid thing. That's what he back for. Ooh. I know what that is.
Oh, DA, you dirty.
He left for cliffhangers. Hey, you gotta check us out.
Oh, that was great.
We'll holler at you on Thursday about that. Hey, this is the Sports Chasers podcast. That's messed up, D. This is the Sports Chasers podcast. Y'all be good, be blessed. See y'all Thursday evening. Peace.